Let's say hello and give our thanks to the walkers who are here. Some of us are new to walk, and some have walked for years.
My name is Bruce France. I'm the Executive Director for the Capital Area Council of Churches. So thrilled to have so many people here today in this, our second virtual opening ceremony. And Kitt, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Bruce. So again, let me welcome everyone to this very special 40th anniversary Albany Crop Hunger Walk, now known as the John U. Miller Memorial Crop Hunger Walk in Albany, which doesn't fit on the t-shirts very well because it's too long. It does feel strange to be gathering for a second time virtually instead of at First Lutheran Church in Albany, where we kicked off the crop walk for more than 20 years. That wasn't where the first crop walk was, though. As I mentioned to some of the people who were here early, the very first Albany Crop Hunger Walk was in 1981. And that walk was 10 miles long, and they started out at Westgate Plaza. I have a picture of Joyce Giles, the executive director of the council, down standing in the back of a pickup truck with all these people gathered in the parking lot while she kind of got them psyched up to go for their walk. And then they stopped at 10 different places, got their passes stamped, and visited several different food pantries and so on. There were about 300 walkers in that very first walk who raised $11,000. Last year, even though we were virtual, we still had over 200 participants, people who registered online and then other people who walked with us. And they raised a total of $90,931, which was enough to rank us number 6 in the nation out of about 500 different crop walks. Cumulatively, adding up all of the money raised over these 40 years, the Albany Crop Walk has raised a total of $2,461,139, which is a huge total. Buys a lot of food. And 1/4 of that came back to our area to support local feeding programs. Our goal this year is $100,000. It always is $100,000. And as of the last time I checked the webpage, which was about 1 o'clock, we had $51,196 posted on there. And I know we have another 4,000 or so at the office. So we really are higher than this thermometer shows, because that thermometer showed us at about 45,000, which is where we were Friday afternoon when I filled that in. But we're well on our way to our goal, and you can always look for updates on the Capital Area Council of Churches webpage. We'll try to post a picture every now and then when we get closer to the top. An effort of this magnitude could not take place without a team of people that make it happen, as well as financial support for the printing, the postage, publicity, and paying for the wonderful t-shirts that you're all wearing today. So I'd like to give a special shout out to the members of the Crop Walk Committee, whose names you see on your screen on the left-hand side, our hosts and sponsors, the Capital Area Council of Churches and Church World Service, and the corporate sponsors who give us money to do these wonderful things. Now, we also have somebody else to thank, and that's our Honorary Chairperson. Christina Arangio, the morning news anchor from News 10 ABC, is our Honorary Chairperson this year, and she's done a wonderful job at promoting the walk on her news broadcast the last couple of days. We've managed to catch those, and so we very much thank you for that. And now you can unmute yourself and give us a few words of wisdom.
Yes, I'm so glad that you were able to see some of the coverage. Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be with you all for the 2021 Albany Crop Hunger Walk opening ceremony. I know it's virtual this year. I know we missed gathering in those big groups, but every day we're getting a step closer to that. And I can't think of a more fitting way to give back right now than to help end hunger one step at a time, given the pandemic that we are in right now that's left so many struggling at home and across the world. We know the need is so great. And we have seen food insecurity grow so much more in the pandemic. You all know this. As an anchor for News 10 ABC, I've reported on it a lot. many folks who've lost their jobs, others who've lost loved ones this year, and suddenly were unable to provide for their families. And that's why your help is needed now more than ever. And you have answered the call to help. So thank you to everyone who is taking part. This event isn't possible without your participation and compassion, and keeping these events going makes such a difference in our own communities and beyond. I know part of the funds raised will help provide food and clean water for war refugees scattered across Africa and the Middle East. I was reading about that. Those funds distributed through Church World Service, of course. And I know there are a number of crop hunger walks held locally each year that Kitt has shared with me. And I've read that this year the Capital Region celebrates 40 years. Kitt mentioned that. How wonderful that is that the Capital Region has a history of giving back in this important way. And the Albany Walk, as you heard, does not disappoint, even virtually. As you heard Kitt mention, Albany Crop Hunger Walkers Walking in Spirit with global partners turned in more than $90,000 in 2020. At such a tough time for everybody, people were still so generous. What a blessing for those in need. And we're on our way to another great year, as you heard how much we've raised already, with tens of thousands already raised for the Albany Walk alone. And you can walk throughout the entire month of May. I know that's been made very clear. So keep encouraging family and friends to get involved, to form a team and make donations. I'm certainly contributing as well, supporting this great cause. And we will do our best to get even more out there in terms of the coverage, how much is raised overall on News 10 ABC. Remember, around 25% of those donations go to 25 local food pantries and soup kitchens in Albany County, many connected through the Capital Area Council of Churches, is helping to do God's work. And as Christians, we can all do our part to support the most vulnerable and spread love and compassion. You help us end hunger one step at a time. And we're so grateful to you. Great to be a part of this very special effort. And I thank you all for allowing me to be honorary chair this year. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. So you also heard us say that the Albany Crop Hunger Walk is officially known as the John U. Miller Memorial Crop Hunger Walk, to carry on the legacy of the man who served as executive director of the Council of Churches for 10 years and who pastored a church in the south end of Albany for more than 2 decades. And this year, we'd like to welcome his 3 daughters, who with their other family members form Team Grandpa, which is probably our farthest team since they are all based over in Massachusetts. But they walk with us in spirit, if not physically. They've been here in person the first few years of the John U. Miller. But now I'd like to introduce them. Jean Miller is the captain. So I'm going to start with Jean, and then she'll toss it to Marie Louise and to Kaya. So Jeannie, get yourself unmuted.
Yep. Hi, everyone. It's really great to have the walk named in honor of our father and honor his memory this way. And we have such fun memories of participating in the walk in person with various grandchildren and other family members. So I can't wait to do it again in person. And I'd just like to thank everybody in Albany for their support and participation, and Kitt for your all your efforts to change the name of the walk over all the years. Thank you so much. And we're pleased to be part of this.
Marie Louise is on the phone, and I just want to briefly thank everyone for this wonderful opportunity to share in our father's memory and his wonderful enthusiasm for the crop walk every year. Thank you so much. Sending my love to all of you from Quincy. I'll pass it to Kaya.
Hi, everyone. Just quickly, I will join Jeannie and Marie Louise in thanking everyone for all you do to address the hunger crisis, which of course is exacerbated by the COVID pandemic. And also appreciate, Kitt, your unwavering efforts to keep us involved. It's so inspiring every year, whether we're there in person or in spirit. And it's great to see the Albany Crop Walk as one of the top ranked walks nationally. I know our dad always had that $100,000 goal, front and center. So hopefully this year we can meet it as well. Thanks, everyone. Over to you.
It's not impossible. I think we've hit 100,000 at least 3 times in the last 15 years that I've been involved with the walk. So it is possible. So everybody has several more weeks to get out there and do this. And thank you to all of you, Team Grandpa and Miller family, for staying involved with us. As I mentioned before, 25% of the money that we raise does come back to local food pantries, soup kitchens. It supports the community dinner at First Lutheran Church, which has been our host for years and years and years. It feeds some people at our homeless shelter, sponsored by the Council of Churches. And in past years, it's helped support the summer lunch program. So there are a lot of different things that our local money supports. On the other hand, the rest is used by Church World Service and its partners around the world for global hunger relief and development programs, including improving access to clean water. And so now I'd like to introduce from Church World Service, our regional staff person from that organization, Adam Smedberg, who also joins us from Massachusetts. Adam, you gotta unmute yourself.
Thank you, everyone. Great to be here to join you guys virtually. As Kitt mentioned, yes, I'm here in Massachusetts as well. So, but the other side of the state, I'm over in Western Mass. But really, honored to finally get a chance to join you guys this year. And hopefully next year we'll be able to do this all in person like we used to. So, but as much as I want to thank you all, I've got a few other folks who'd like to thank you as well. So, give me just a second here. Our first individual who'd like to thank you guys is our CEO, our new CEO, Rick Santos, who was kind enough to record a couple of comments for you all. And then I also want to share some words of thanks from one of our program partners out in Asia. So let's do this.
Hi, I'm Rick Santos, and I'm President and CEO of Church World Service. I want to take a few minutes today to say thank you to the Albany Crop Hunger Walkers and the Albany Crop Hunger Walk leaders. You've done a great job over the last 41 years. You've raised over $2.5 million, and you're the 6th largest crop walk in the country. So thank you for all the good work that you do. Also, a special shout out to Kitt Jackson for your leadership of the Albany Crop Hunger Walk. The work that you do has a huge impact both in the U.S. and globally. In the U.S., we support food pantries, food banks, and hungry people here. Overseas, the dollars that are raised by the Crop Hunger Walks go to a whole lot of different things. So when I lived actually overseas for Church World Service back in the 90s, I saw the work being done directly. I saw how the Crop Hunger Walk dollars helped build a water system for an entire village in northern Vietnam. I saw how the Crop Hunger Walk dollars built irrigation canals for some of the poorest farmers in Indonesia. And I've seen the Crop Hunger Walk help with mothers who need nutrition for their babies. This is a crazy time. COVID has created so many different challenges, and I'm so excited that we've innovated this year, that we've looked at ways of doing the Crop Hunger Walk that is different than we've done in the past. And what's so exciting is that the support that people have been generating for these walks has been huge, more than I think we expected in this time of COVID. So I just wanted to express my gratitude and thanks for all of you and for all that you do for the Crop Hunger Walk. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for making it possible for us to work for Thai children and to keep them away from harm and safe. We can't do it without you.
CBTF đã hướng dẫn kỹ thuật sản xuất để lọc sen, giúp chúng tôi tăng thêm thu nhập.
I pray for all of you to stay safe from COVID-19, and thank you very much for Crop Hunger Walk, who raise money to support Timor Zero Hunger in East Timor.
Cảm ơn dự án nhé, đã hướng dẫn chúng tôi để làm nhà vệ sinh là chúng tôi có rồi. Cảm ơn nhé.
Thank you so much for making our work with community vulnerability possible. Now they have enough food to eat and nutrition.
Hello, sao cho tiền nè, sao cho gì gì thao quan bị lẹt rồi, chế dụng nhái chế mà nè.
Thank you very much for Crop Hunger Walk, raise money for Timor Zero Hunger.
Our community can easily access to get drinking water, safe water now. So thanks all of you.
Terima kasih atas bantuan dari Crop Walk Hanger karena kami anggota masyarakat Oleu di Timur Barat sudah tidak susah air lagi untuk minum, masak, mandi, cuci, kakus, dan tanam sayur sepanjang tahun. Serta anak-anak dan mama-mama sudah tidak berjalan jauh untuk mengambil air karena sumber air sudah dekat.
Crop Walk Hanger.
Luar biasa, kami senang.
So on behalf of everyone that we support and everyone that we work with, thank you all so much for your support. And thank you all for supporting the Albany Crop Hunger Walk.
Thanks, Adam. And give our thanks to Rick next time you see him or talk to him. We were hoping that we would get him here in person, but COVID means that nobody on CWS US staff can travel right now. So this way he was able to be with us, at least on the tape. So it's an anniversary year for the Crop Hunger Walk in Albany. When we celebrated our 35th anniversary back in 2016, we invited Ruth Pelham of Music Mobile fame to write a special song for the Crop Walk. And she's here with us today to lead us in singing this Crop Walk song. It's going to be very easy to learn. Some of you who have been at these Crop Walks over the last 5 years will remember it as she begins to sing, because we've done it every year since. We just update the number of years that we walk. That's easy enough to do. So what I'm going to do now is welcome Ruth to lead us in singing. What you need to do is keep yourself muted as we sing together, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to hear her. You sing where you are at home until we get to the very last, there's 4 verses, the last chorus. Then you'll see me unmute and hear me, and then we can all unmute and make a wonderful chaos of noise as we sing the last chorus together, which isn't the last thing on our program. After we sing that, we will have a final blessing from Bruce. So don't run away if it gets too noisy there at the end. Just turn your audio off again, but stick with us. Ruth, you are on.
Terrific. Is it possible that I can see the group in a gallery shot for a minute and say hi? Oops. Kitt, you're still muted.
How's that? Does that work for you, Ruth?
Yeah, I just wanted people to be able to see me and greet all of you and tell you how delighted I am to be singing this song, and how moving that that the video from far off lands was. Whoever put that together, that was really, really great. So when we sing this song, let's think about all the people far and near and join in and sing along. It goes like this. One thing that's always lovely to do with a song like this is to put your hands together and clap along, or snap along, or tap along on the table, or on your knees, on your belly. Percussion is right here built into our beautiful human bodies. Here we go. Let's say hello and give our thanks to the walkers who are here. Some of us are new to walk, and some have walked for years. Each and every step we take helps people far and near. And now it's time to take steps to make hunger disappear. And then comes the chorus. Let's make hunger disappear as we walk from year to year. We don't just talk, we crop walk to make hunger disappear. And here comes the second verse. Take a look at those words and join and sing with me. For 40 years, we've walked the crop walk here in Albany, helping hungry neighbors in soup kitchens and food pantries. There's much to celebrate, so let's now sing in harmony. Let's celebrate together Crop Walk's anniversary. Put your hands together again and clap along as we sing this chorus. Here we go. Let's make hunger disappear as we walk from year to year. We don't just talk, we crop walk to make hunger disappear. Here we go. Today we'll walk apart in a virtual walk this time. We'll wear our crop walk t-shirts as we hold up crop walk signs, raising money, raising hope, be it with dollars or with dimes. $100,000 plus is our crop walk goal this time. And as we sing this next chorus, imagine people that you know and people you love, people of all backgrounds singing this song together, because helping each other to eat, have health care, have safety, have love is all around the world, and that's part of the hope. Here we go. Let's make hunger disappear as we walk from year to year. We don't just talk, we crop walk to make hunger disappear. Now all across our planet Earth are people with great need. Families with no shelter and with starving mouths to feed. Love thy neighbor as thyself is our universal creed. That's why we each do what we can to grow hope and love, not greed. Everybody, here we go. Let's make
now you unmute yourself.
As we do, we don't just talk, we crop Here's what I would love to take the words off the screen and just have this gallery scene open so we can all see each other, not horizontally, not vertically, but the whole big wide full screen. So we can see and hear each other.
You gotta click on the upper view thing there. Click on gallery view, folks. Not
everybody got gallery.
Yeah.
And how about play a little of that tambourine for us? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna take a picture of the gallery first, though.
You see
okay. Ready?
Anytime. Everybody, play your table, play your thighs, play your knees, and
yeah, we can do the chorus one more time, right?
Absolutely. Let's make hunger disappear as we walk from year to year. Don't just talk, we crop walk. One more time. As we walk from year to year, we don't just talk, we crop walk. Hunger disappear. Hey, give yourself a round.
Thank you, everybody. You can mute yourself again.
Okay. So a couple things to remember. Again, our goal is $100,000. Use the online wherever you can. If you haven't set up your page, do it. If you haven't connected Facebook to your page, your Crop Walk page, do it. And of course, this year we'll do a better job with in-person donations. The checks, of course, always get made out to CWS/crop, regardless of whether or not you send them to the council. They need to be made out that way. You can mail them or bring them to the CACC office at 646 State Street in Albany, 12203. Zip code's not there, but that's it. And we're easy enough to find. We're in the First Lutheran Church. And we'd like you to try and turn in your money by June 7th, 2021. There's our website. If you need any current information, you can go there, or you can push other people there. There's a link for them to make donations, or obviously send them to your own site. If you take any pictures, please send them to our council office email address, capareacc@gmail.com. And we will know that we will put those kind of things on Facebook and in other places. So as we look at our logo, that lovely logo, which I thought was so creative, and Kitt's friend there with you, I want to thank our committee, and in particular, Kitt Jackson, who quite frankly, without her, I'm not quite sure how we would do this. She's just such a wonderful inspiration every year. To Christine, who's been an absolute delight this year with her support and her coverage. Ruth, as always, her music is a joy. I've loved her for years, and I'd love to be so involved with her through this work. To Adam and Church World Service for their leadership, all of our team captains for their recruitment efforts, our corporate sponsors who help us cover event costs, your family and friends who sponsor us, the faith communities represented here today, and quite frankly, most importantly, you for walking to end hunger. When you walk today, remember the times you worried about tomorrow. Think about how hard you work to make life better for your friends and family. We're here to help people who are just like us, but who have not had the opportunities and resources that were made available to us. People who, like you and me, just want the best for their children and their community. We walk for them. We walk for the justice. This walk is not the end of our efforts. Talk to other people. Tell them about the walk. Share your pictures as you walk. Post a Facebook message. Tell your friends why you're walking and ask them to donate. Our walk fundraising page will be up for several months. Use this day, this special event, as the kickoff to helping us end hunger. And so now I'd like to end with a blessing. Let us pray. Most wonderful Lord, Master, Creator of all that is, be with our walkers today and in the days ahead. Guide them in their efforts to end hunger worldwide. Encourage them to solicit positive responses from all potential donors. Keep them safe. We ask these things so that this year's Crop Hunger Walk will be fruitful, that our efforts will be a major step forward in ending hunger locally and worldwide. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Walk safely. Well, I have to tell you to pay attention to the stop signs and the signals and stay in the crosswalks. Our Boy Scouts usually are there to help you do that. You might want to take an umbrella or a raincoat.
Yes.
And don't let a little rain scare you. Remember, we always walk in solidarity with people who have to walk in all kinds of conditions to flee disasters, to get away from violence, to get to fields, faraway water sources, and so on, carrying their groceries from a food pantry to home. So walk safely, and thank you so much for being part of this. And thank you, everybody, for coming. Blessings.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's say hello and give our thanks to the walkers who are here. Some of us are new to walk, and some have walked for years. Each and every step we take helps people far and near. And now it's time to take steps to make hunger disappear. And then comes the chorus. Let's make hunger disappear as we walk from year to year. We don't just talk, we crop walk to make hunger disappear.